Hello and welcome to Tygem. Today we got a 5k versus 5k. I am white. Board coordinates. There we go. Okay. Alright. Is it going to be a low Chinese or an Orthodox? Or in Tygems, they're fighting. That's probably going to be low Chinese, right? Sure. Oh, it's Orthodox! Wow! Wow! Okay then. It's been a while since I've actually had a fight in Orthodox. I can, of course, just develop this side over here. Let him get what he wants. Or not let him get what he wants. What kind of mood am I in today? With this over there, I still have this to try and live here, so I'm going to try this. Just let him get what he wants. It's fine. So usually, again, this is not good. Because even if he goes here, there's still this opening weakness. Plus then I get the optimal extension. Unless he takes the extension from me, I guess. Like I said, I can come in here at any time and do that. I feel like I've done this recently. I don't remember what the move is though. This starts a fight, of course. He can get the one space jump. He's actually in better shape than I am if I do that. I could just take the corner, but I'm really giving up a lot by doing that. I still have the option to come back and do this, but I think I gotta do something with this. Like, I feel like the move's here. Does this cut? Hane, Atari, fix. And then this shape looks pretty dumb. You can throw in, I can cut, but I think that's the move. I think I did this last time and he does this, and then I did that. I didn't particularly like that. What about this? He can Atari down, Atari out, Atari up. If I just Hane here, there's cut. The ladder's mine, so I don't mind that. If he Ataris, I can go down. If he follows me, I can Atari up and... what else can you do? You can Atari this way. I can fix. He then needs to connect, or I can cut, and then this stone's on the run. Wait, no, if I cut, then I can Atari this, and that's fine. Right? And then these two stones are going to die, so I think I can do this, right? If he fixes, what do? Then I do this and extend, I guess, and then I have all the outside influence. This is my warm-up game, so I'm ready to try some very crazy stuff. So what did I say? Extend up, I'm fine with, because if he does this, I can do that. Yeah. Because now I got the ladder here. So if he was going to do this, he could have just pulled back and then not given up the stone. I don't think this exchange was good for him. Plus I still have moves like this. And I think with this I might be able to even take the corner from him. With this sort of formation, I need to throw in here. Otherwise, if I just back off, he can get this. Alright, do I have to do that now? Do I do that now? Push, block, back here, go here, throw in. Yeah, and then it's kind of like an Orthodox, so, right. If I just back off here, then he gets this, which is a really nice formation for him. I push up, right? I'm trying to remember what all happens here. If I do this, he does this, of course. There's also this move. In which case he'd do this, and then I would jump out, and he's split in two. This group doesn't have any problems because at any time he can just jump in the corner. But this group doesn't really have a base. It can jump here one space, but although the further this runs out, that means that this ladder might become a problem, and yep. If he just backs off, then I attach. He's gonna Hane here. He's not gonna do anything else. In which case I'll Hane back, and this looks really bad. Can't do this. If he pulls in here, then I'll disconnect. He's gonna Hane. Gotta Hane. No, he's going to jump. So then it's... when he takes that, it's like Orthodox. No, it's not even Orthodox because I'd be the one coming back to kill this. And usually I'd have this stone here, though. So I can still take the corner. But I've given up much more of this side, so I'm kind of committed to these stones now. Wedging here. Atari, fix, cut. That's Atari, up. And then that's just dead, right? I need to do this first so that when I do cut here, then it's already fixed. So when I do this, there's this cut. I can then Atari out and wedge here because he has to Atari from this way then. If he fixes here, I can cut here. No, because then it's just Atari and dead, right? Then I could save this and fight that, I guess. So I think I gotta do this. I don't know if I mentioned this, but as an aside, doing Shadow Stones on Tygem isn't really fun compared to the other ones. KGS is by far the best. Tygem, this pointer's always here. And it doesn't do a Shadow Stone placement like KGS and Panda does. Meaning like I'm hovering over and, I'm gonna imagine a stone here. But then in the editing, anytime you play a stone, it has this triangle, and you might have noticed that in the last Tygem video. And there's no way to control that, at least that I can find. I think the move is to cut. And if he cuts, then I can do this and do this. Like I said, he can fix here because I can't cut here because of this. Oh, he's not going to cut. Okay. I'm thinking about this, but now I can wedge here. Well, the wedge would be the same way if he does that, right? Why am I thinking that's a good thing? I'm thinking about double haning. Atari, connect. Atari, go here. These two stones are kind of weak. And this needs some more liberty, so I'd have to descend and threaten to cut through here or attach here. Not worried about this group at all. It has two options. It can either... Okay, so that is what he's going to do. This can either take the 3-3 or extend along the top if needed. So we got Atari here. He can start a Ko if he wants. But I think if he does, I'll just do this and then... He's giving that stone up. Let's see, if I descend... Does descending help? He can follow me directly, right? Attaching, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 his, and then he'll just do that. So I have 4 liberties to his, a lot more. Let's see, I can do this because then when I do this, he has to fill, and then it's just dead, right? So this, what does he do in response to this? He probably just comes back and takes this, right? I then can. Ooh, wait a minute. Which way I want? This? No, this prevents him from attacking this anymore. I really botched this up, didn't I? If he goes here, then I descend, right? Let's see, you should have just let him take it. No, I'm gonna look that up afterwards. Oh yeah, speaking of that. So I'm doing this at work. And over like 400 problems with the 1,000 in there. If you're looking for a pretty good life and death book, I would recommend that. This allows him to get that Atari around. If I just extend and he follows, or if I can't do this because it's just Atari and then he's out. Can I do this? No, it's still the Atari, so I have to fix the stone. This works. This also works. And then he's just going to get this, and he's just getting more points then. Is there anything else I can do? Hane, no. Fixing solidly, what does that do? I could do this. There's this Atari. He doesn't want to save that stone, it's too small. I agree with him. This. Then he's just going to try to connect with this, right? So I'll do this. Should Hane, yeah, there we go. By turning here, it allows me to get that, but I need to capture this first. If If he ever tries anything around here, I just capture that. Yeah, I can seal that in then. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this alone now. This still pretty big, but not as big as dealing with some of this stuff. Now that I have this, getting ascensions here pretty big. Getting some moves like this is pretty big, but I think preventing this from expanding this way is probably my priority. And do that by this to see what he wants, and then make an extension based on that. Okay, so this is the fighting variation, which I'm okay with, because he's just giving me outside influence. And now this is just working well with this. Not usually the move, but looks like I can get this and then connect, right? Because I'm just trying to make influence with that. I'm okay with this. Move is just to capture. Or capture this one. If he captures this one, then I'll use the what? If I capture this... Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, then I'm getting influence facing this way. Interesting. That's not really what I wanted, though. See, if I capture this, he is going to come back and capture this. And then I can do this. Or he may force this first. And then do that, but then I can get this Atari. Right? Let's see, if I do this, then he can capture this, or he can capture that. So I can get the influence facing this way, but I would have to do another move like this, and he gets Sente for that, so that's not good for me. I guess I'll capture. Well, maybe he can just extend here, because even if I do connect, there's a cut, and then I'm down to 2 liberties. Yeah, I had a feeling you'd do that. Do we want to fight a Ko for this? Ko's not really good for me, because I got infinite Ko threats with this. See, if I do this, he'll need to come back and capture. I can then cut here and follow. Turning doesn't do anything because I got... Can I just do this? Capture, Atari. Let's see, if I do this, he would need to capture. I could then Atari this. He would then just capture that, and then I would fix. And then I lost a little bit, but then I have a lot of its influence. Am I okay with that? Yeah. If I just connect here, there's gonna. I think he's gonna be able to extend that out. So he should just be able to capture this then. Doesn't want to connect since it's dead, so I'll capture. And then I will... This doesn't do anything. This has a lot of peeps. I don't particularly like that. This is probably the best. And if he cuts here, then I can make shape with that. Or this. Maybe this one's better. I think this one's better. So this will be kind of a weird Ko for the last couple points at the end. He's not in any danger, but... Huh. What is that doing? Is that threatening this cut? That is threatening this cut. Well, I can just ladder it here by playing something like this, so that doesn't matter. You'd have to poke again. So this actually protects that cut as well, because if he cuts, I can just Atari it up. It doesn't mean you can get this in Sente, because then I need to. So we can start this Ko, I guess? Do I want to fight a Ko? Not really. Just... giving up all the points. Look at that formation. A couple points at a time. Not sure if all this influence is worth it, but... so we're looking at this whole cutting problem, and I think... This, of course, has that endgame play, and I kind of want to avoid that. Does this help with that? There's cut, connect, but he's not going to go anywhere. I don't know. I think this works. I like it better than the Tiger's Mouth, which gives you, like, 2 peeps. This Tiger's Mouth, he can go here and peek both, which is kind of annoying. He is going to cut. Okay. That is threatening what? To cut here? Let's see, if I just do this, he connects, I cut. There's... What is he going to do? Boy, this got really complicated. There's still this cut. If he cuts here, I have to do this, and he can connect underneath, which is still what he's looking to do. Let's see if I just capture it, or descend. Then if he has to poke here, I can still do this, but then he can connect underneath with that. Oh, man. Interesting. Let's see, if he connects here, he's Ataring that way. Can he do that? Well, let's see, if I do this, he can do this, I can do this. If he connects there, I Atari that and follow, so I should be able to do this, I think. Let's see, if I descend here, there's this Atari, right? I capture. I can then come in here and do that. What if I just do... Well, I want to keep them separated. This, he just connects here. If I do this, then he can Atari and connect underneath. Incente. And connect here. Well, that kind of sucks. So, what's better for me? Keeping him out of here is better for me, so I will cut here. Now he can still connect in here, but now these stones aren't a problem, I think. Descending here, of course I can get in there, but let's go back and revisit now that I got all this outside influence. This is worth quite a bit, but I think getting an extension over here is probably better.
Overtime countdown has begun.
In Boyami.
2.
Take a big extension. Pretty much everything is settled, so. But you don't think so. Let's see, if I do this, there's Atari. If I do this, there's still that Atari, but then you're having troubles running.
5.
The problem is that if you get too many liberties, you can connect here, and then these are going to die. So I should have captured here. I think he's going to be able to connect here because then I only have 2 liberties. He is ignoring me, so I should be able to capture this then, and I'll be okay. Well, actually, I'd have to do something like this. Ignore that. In this case, I'll be okay with backing off. Working well with this extension here. Boy, you are aggressive. How do I deal with this? This? Poke through? Yeah, I'll just do this, right? If you then do this, then I do that. I should be able to do this. Can I do this? Unless you go here, but then I got this cut. I have this, right? But now I can come and attack this. Don't have to be aggressive, like this. This would be a 1 space away from that. This would be a 2 space away from that if
9,
it takes the corner.
8.
I know I'm not going to want to do this, so I'm going to poke here. And then do I want to push him this way? Because I want to push him this way so that I can get this and that. So I do want him to go that way. Try to use all this outside influence. This seems like really bad spacing. I could push him once and then
9,
this wouldn't be too bad.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And now I want to do something like this. No, it's still bad. Keep pushing him that way, but then he can jump in here, so I need to protect this. Something like that, I guess. So this is going to run to that. One more jump right here and he should be connected, right? So now I can do things like this to poke at that, and then jump here to poke at that.
9.
I think I can do this. By rights, I probably would have been better just doing this, because now he can connect here. If he does that, then I can... cut, right? What if I just attach? So this group isn't as strong as it used to be. You're descending there, but then I can do this, right? Because of this Atari and stuff doesn't work yet. Now if you do this, then I have to back off. What is that looking to do? This, if you descend, then I go here, right? And then you have to go on either side, cut, extend. So this looks like a really dumb shape, but better than this one, I think. Hold on. If you poke through and I do this, you can't do this because then I can Atari.
9,
Alright, then I
8,
can just
7,
plain Atari, right?
6, 5.
Oh, there's that connection too. That's interesting. Go here. Because now when he goes here, this is Atari. And then he has to Atari this and try to live here yet. So I could extend this one. Hane, and then it's just cut Atari dead, right? Yeah. Interesting. But now this is just Atari dead. I can Atari this or this. It does give him this Atari, but this is dead. Yeah, but I'm okay with that. Because now I can do this and that. Yeah, now you're coming into my influence. I don't like this. That's where you say, well, you should like it because this is all your thickness and stuff. How do I want to deal with this?
9, 8, 7, 6.
I'm probably not going to want to come here. So I'm just trying to get this a little bit stronger. So let's do a capping move. This is a weak connection. Which one's the stronger side? I think this is the weaker side, so I'm going to reinforce it. If he goes against this, that's fine. It's going to go straight into this. And so this is also helping this connection here. Nope. Because this is going to ladder right into that, right? If I do this, there's this cut. So I'm just going to do this. Because he pokes through, does this. There's this cut. But I don't... I can also do this and cut here to kill all that. Just Atari it down and...
9,
do this.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I don't need to be greedy. Yeah, there's the diagonal. So that means if I play here, I have an eye in the corner. And then he can play this one. If I play this one, he can Hane here. I'd have to throw in for a Ko. I could play this. I could play that. And then get this. So I think I have to do this. This forces that. So you'd have to connect here. This is 1 liberty, 2, 3. This... Did I misread this? No. Because he can't take this last liberty here. If I were to play this one, I'd be dead, of course. But... now he can do this one, so I need to Atari that. Well, this game swung in my favor pretty quickly. Now he's going to come back and try to live with this stuff. I'm just going to play it safe. That's threatening a connection. This one removes a liberty. Yeah, let's do this. If he jumps, I can go in here, I think. So, let's see, if he plays here, that's one eye. I think if I just do this... I'm not seeing the other eye. If he cuts, I just Atari it over this way because I'll just then connect here. And this one, or these couple of stones don't have anywhere to go then. These two stones aren't any danger, so I think I'm just gonna poke here, because then I can cut. If he goes here, I can do this. So that doesn't do anything. Because I have this. I can cut here. And actually I can even just come out here, and this also protects that cut. Yeah. Now this thing has enough liberties to connect under here. So that's preventing me from doing it from this side, but I can still Atari from this side. See, if he plays this, does he have 2 eyes? No, because I can poke in here, right? And this doesn't actually help him if I...
2.
So this is now killing off these 4 stones to make sure... Because again, he had enough liberties that he could connect underneath and capture these 3, but he decided not to, I guess. Okay, but that means I can play here now, right? I don't even need to, right? Because even if he plays this one, I can still poke in here and get one of these 2. Oh, there's that, I guess. So if I do this, he has to do this. Okay, so this is now live. Oops. And actually, I should have probably played here, because then you'd have to play this one, right? Big points. This is a few, but it's kind of undercut on that side already, so this isn't as... Although, killing these 2 stones is kind of important. Yeah, I'm gonna give up these right here. I am okay with that, because then these die. Oh! He doesn't want to lose them. If I just do this, right? Pretty fast-paced game, because I've been in Buyomi for the majority of it. I wasted way too much time in the beginning, but... Not doing a whole lot of reading here. I don't think that works. Probably didn't even have to play that, but... so this is just sealing off this. He'll capture that, of course. Now I can poke through and capture this one. If he descends, I just go with it. If he goes here, I can do this. He can do this, but then I just capture, right? I think I'll just capture. Actually, I'll just do this. This threatens this corner. And then descend Atari, descend Atari. If he plays here, I mean, he can play here. I play this, he can connect underneath, and then I need to capture. So I can actually ignore that. I'll take the big point up here. The Atari's that I capture. So I can descend here, and it's still Sente for this stuff. Capture, Atari. Yeah, I think I'll just descend here. There you go. And then I'll capture the single stone. Is that the biggest move? This is pretty big. This is where 2 stones versus this one. I mean, it's threatening 2 stones. So if he saves this one, then I can capture those 2. What else do we have? Wedge? Atari? Nah. I have to do something like this first. And then I could wedge. Have to Atari this way. Alright. But then I can Atari this and... Oh, hey, I captured those 4 stones. Or I captured these 3. If he wedges here, then I can... Well, now I can pull back, of course. I can pull back here too. If I cut, I'd have to connect here and then do this. This seals him in, and then I can come back and do that later. So this is worth a couple. So never mind. I didn't see him playing this Atari. I thought he'd play that Atari. But when he plays this Atari, it does save, or it gives the stone extra liberty. And this is just a ko, so it's not that important. Sure. What is that looking to do? I don't know. What is that looking to do? What is that looking to do? What is that looking to do? Are we to the counting phase? No, we're not to the counting phase yet. We're almost there, but not quite. There's still some issues around here to resolve. Maybe a couple points in here. Not quite there yet. I'd say I'm pretty far ahead though. Just waiting. I think my opponent's running out the clock. Interesting. So he went a long time, and then now he's... I don't know what he's doing. But I will... capture that, I guess. These 3 stones don't really have anywhere to run, so I don't know. I think I should have honeyed there. Yeah, I should have. What am I doing? I should have just honeyed there.
2,
Because now there's this. Well, it's not really a throw in, but I want to honey here now. This, I think. Yeah. Alright, so he did that. Let's see what else we got. There's this for points. This is probably the biggest one right now. Poking here, capture. If he does this, this is actually a good play. Capture, Atari, does this, Atari. If he connects here, then I can play here. So this captures that stone. So this is the incorrect way to do that, I guess. Apparently.
Five.
Now I can go even further. So he saved a point here. I guess that is bigger, 2 points versus 1 point. Although if you wanted to do it even better, you probably should have taken this. Although, no, this is just Dame. It's just going to force me to capture. But it does make me remove 1 more point from mine. I'm looking to get this at some point as well because it sets up this. Or it's like a half point because it has the potential of doing this if he doesn't respond.
1.
All this stuff is connected elsewhere, so I don't know what he's doing. Like, this is alive on its own and connected to that, so you really think you can make 2 eyes here? I mean, if I just play this, what are you gonna do?
4.
Unless it's just a time-wasting thing. This I'm not worried about. I don't need to defend from that side. This has these, kind of, but I don't really think they can go anywhere. Let's see, poke up, poke up. There's this Atari thing, I guess, but I'll just back off. I'm not even worried about it. I don't even think if I gave you 10 moves in a row, you can make 2 eyes in here. Because this stone's in the middle. Maybe if you didn't have that stone in the middle. But yeah, this thing can't make 2 eyes.
1.
I don't even have to respond to that. Because you cannot make a second eye. So, I guess we'll do the half point thing here. Which sets up this for an actual point. Then we got this coal looking thing here. And then I get some Dame. Like, I can play here, threatening a point. This also well, this threatens to take away a point. I could have played something like this, too, to threaten that point. Okay, this is still not an Atari. If he does that, I can capture that, so I'll do this. This is just threatening to take that point. If he plays here, I might actually have to respond inside. Because there's this move. And then I can't honey here. I'd have to back off. Which, you know, isn't really a problem, I guess, because he is going to cut. Okay. So poking through doesn't do anything. If I just Atari this, what happens? Is he just playing moves to waste time? Come on, dude. The game is over. Let's go.
2.
I think he is. I think he's just wasting time. Because he's not playing points anymore. Like, these stones can't live inside my territory. This is an actual point. Because if I ever get to play there, if I just play this, same with this, he's immediately an Atari. Atari.
1.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything. As I said, he literally cannot make another eye in here. The smallest, if he plays here, there is no other way to surround another eye. Plays here, that's already 2 spaces. This stone makes it impossible.
1.
Really? Really, dude? You play this, I Atari this. If you do anything else in here, like, this, then I just connect, right? Because this is just then dead, so I'll take a point. This shouldn't have ever become a point. If we were playing true endgame, this wouldn't have become a point. And this is taken care of. Now we'll revisit the Ko and try to get that as a point, I guess.
Zero.
Okay, there we go. So let's do a score estimator just because I'm curious. White wins by 69 without the Dame, so I guess that's 75 points. Because again, I had the whole middle, this ended up dying, and I had the whole top. He had a lot of tiny territories. The game should have been over like 50 moves ago. All this stuff in the middle I really think was just time wasting on his part. Because he was avoiding playing real endgame moves. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or feedback, please leave them below. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.